It's time for Artist Direct on KDEC FM 100.5, your local connection to the music scene. Today's program is made possible by Holstrom Jewelers, Elm Street, Cresco.
The kindlings pile the tinder dry. We're gonna build a fire tonight to cook our food and warm our hands and singe our songs and light our dance. We're kneeling down and staring hard. We're breathing life into a spark. A tiny flower starts to bloom, so we step back and give it room. It's lovely what a fire can do. It's lovely what a fire can do. The smell of dinner fills the air. Our tiny band of cooking gear is huddled close next to the flames. Our clothes will smell like smoke for days. It's lovely what a fire can do. It's lovely what a fire can do. And so we dance around the blaze and scare the dread of dark away. Another long, another song. The fire snaps and claps along. It's lovely what a fire can do. It's lovely what a fire can do. And so we gather around the glow, and slowly stories start to grow, and slowly too we share our hearts with company we barely know. It's lovely what a fire can do. It's lovely what a fire can do. The stars are humming overhead as we lay out our camping beds. Our dying fire, red and deep, is whispering us into sleep. It's lovely what a fire can do. It's lovely what a fire can do.
It's Artist Direct here on FM 100.5 with Aimee Ringle. Oh, it's just breathtaking. I don't know how else to explain it. First of all, thank you for coming back. It's been such a long time.
Oh, it's been a while, Jenny Grouse. It's so good to see you.
And thank you, by the way, for starting off with one of my favorite songs. You know, I'm a big fan of Housekeeping and all the others, but I have been obsessed with Campfire since I heard it at a music event we went to probably 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And and it stays with me. It sticks. That song is called Campfire, and it's actually on your new album.
It is on my new album.
So let's talk about that real quick.
Let's talk about that new album.
Tim, did you get a chance to see it?
Bowl of Stones live at MTC Studios.
That's right.
All right, Bowl of Stones.
So tell us more about it.
What's up with Bowl of
So
Stones?
the deal is, I'll start with the MTC Studios part. It's a studio in Seattle. I'm living in Washington these days, have been for the last few years. And this gentleman named Michael Connolly has a studio in Seattle that's a house, padded walls, 40-seat venue. So besides the fact that you can go there and record just plain old studio albums, which is something I've been wanting to do anyway, he also does it so that you can record a live album with a live audience. And I wanted to do that first, so that's what we did.
How exciting. And talk about Campfire Song.
Okay, Campfire Song. I went to a primitive skills gathering in Arizona with some folks from here.
And what does that mean?
A primitive skills gathering means if you're wanting to go and it's a wide range. If you want to go and carve a spoon, if you want to go and cure a deer hide on your own and process it and make it usable for leather, like from the furry place to the wear it on your feet place, you can do that at these gatherings. And all kinds of skills in between. There's pottery, there's weaving, there's like herb lore and blacksmithing on a primitive level. And so you've got all kinds of people there, everyone from people showing up in their RV wanting to carve a spoon, and folks who live in the Yukon and carry their shotgun with them to the outhouse every morning, And so I went 2 years in a row to this gathering, and during that time I learned how to make fire with my bare hands, which is like awesome.
With your bare hands.
Not like snapping my fingers, but with the rubbing two sticks together. And it takes a really long time, and it's really hard. And then but the outcome is fire in your hands.
The fire is that much more rewarding.
Oh yeah.
Right?
So after that I was in love with fire and in love with it, and came back and wrote this song.
Somebody else who's in love with fire.
You two could be scary together.
Wow.
Just saying.
Yeah. Well,
Got a carload of firewood out there behind the back door there.
Yeah, right.
All the windstorm yesterday made
It's
for
all
some
up
good,
there now.
Made for some good pickings yesterday.
Well, and speaking of things out here from yesterday and now today, there's actually something like that happening today in Decorah.
It's true. If you follow the signs for the Skillshare, it's happening out in the country. And I was being told to not announce it too far and wide, just because they can only hold a certain capacity. But it's true that things like that happen in our area. So just keep your eyes and ears open if you're interested. Ask around at the co-op, and it'll surely be happening again. That is the hope. But I'll be headed out there right after this.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Again, we're with Aimee Ringle here on Artist Direct on FM 100.5. And I do want to thank our sponsor, Holstrom Jewelers on Elm Street in Cresco. They really do support live music, and this is a great opportunity for us.
Can I go back to the title of your album again?
Yeah.
The analogy Bowl of Stones?
Oh, it's not an analogy. It's literal. So I've been learning just how I work as a performer, and one thing I know is that if I write everything down on pieces of paper, like lyrics and set lists, it looks like Greek to me when I'm up there and I'm nervous. And so as an experiment with this process, before I was getting ready to record all of my songs in one evening, which was a physical feat to say the least, because I couldn't just stop when I was done. We were going until late. And then there were a few songs that I recorded again after people left. So I knew it was going to be a big deal. But I wanted to challenge myself and see if I just because first of all, I live out on the West Coast, and the beaches out on the West Coast, it's not all sand, it's like tons of rocks from everywhere. So when you're walking on the beach like you do, you just pick up rocks and you go to everyone's houses and they've got their own little collection of piles of stones. So I had mine, and if you take what I did was take a stone for each song, and anytime I was thinking about it or practicing it, I would be tossing it hand to hand, or I would have it sitting there and I would look at it while I was singing it. So it was just an experiment to see if I could put my brain power somewhere else. And then on the day of the concert, instead of having a set list, I had a bowl of stones in the order that I wanted the songs to be in.
And so this lovely gray kind of white striped stone represents a song.
Yeah, I could tell you which one, too.
There you go, the little one up front.
The little one up front.
Jenny wants to know.
That's Ova. And actually the disc itself, when you open this thing up, which it would encourage you
is
to
that
buy
stone?
it. No. It's all of them. It's
Oh,
the
look at
actual
that.
bowl, so I can look at the CD and tell you which stone was for which song. But it ended up working like a charm, even in the midst of nervousness. I remembered all the lyrics. I never even had to look once. And plus, instead of having pieces of paper littering the stage, it was like this lovely bowl and a vase of flowers.
It's wild.
Anyway, yeah,
Another
that's
reason
why
I
it's
love
called Both
Aimee
Stones.
Ringle.
So you used that one time, or is this something you're gonna
Oh,
use to keep track of your songs at all your shows?
well, I'd like to see how far I can take it, but particularly for that night.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm imagining you like 30 years from now as you're on tour and you come out with this like ginormous bowl of stones. You're like, I've written a lot of music.
Yeah, I mean, you can
She's
see.
got like strong men carting
bring
them
it out,
in.
you set
Yeah,
it down,
seriously,
stomp.
dude. After a while, it's like boulders that I'm sitting on top of. You know, like, you can only take it so far. But for this evening, it was like, this was a recording I was going to have passed everywhere. And it was so sweet, too. Like, dear friends came who I didn't think were going to be able to. People came unexpectedly that I hadn't seen since I was 3. And they were, like, sitting in the audience catching up to me in the form of, like, listening to my songs. And it was just really awesome.
Well, we'd like to hear another one. Would you do another one for us? Because, you know, for all about your music. Again, it's Aimee Ringle here on Artist Direct FM 100.5. What are you going to sing for us next?
Well, I'm going to take a risk here and do a cover song.
Do it.
One thing, as always, you know, being somebody who's gleaning not just lyrics and stuff from life, but like other instruments and other songwriters and stuff. One who I've become totally nuts about. Well, I guess I can't remember if I became nuts about her here or when I moved out there. I think it was out there. Laura Veers. Do you know Laura Veers at all? Her album July Flame just knocks my socks off. And so did a cover of one of hers called Make Something Good.
All right, it's Make Something Good on Artist Direct with Aimee Ringle on FM 100.5.
I wanted to make something sweet, the blood inside a maple tree, the sunlight trapped inside the wood, make something good. I wanted to make something strong, an organ pipe in a cathedral that stays in tune through 1,000 blooms, make something good. It's gonna take a long, long time, but we're gonna make something so fine. It's gonna take a long, long time, but we're gonna make something so fine. I wanted to make something pure, an emerald field from steer manure, a wild-eyed child in a moonlit room, make something good. I wanted to make something built to last, a bottled ship with a golden mast, and through the squall the course stays true, make something good, make something good. It's gonna take a long, long time, but we're gonna make something so fine. It's gonna take a long, long time, but we're gonna make something so fine. Hey, I wanted to make something sweet, the blood inside a maple tree, the sunlight trapped inside the wood, make something
Aimee Ringle here on Artist Direct FM 100.5. How often do you get to do covers in your shows?
Oh, well, a lot, actually, just because, first of all, I'm just starting to do my own shows. I've been doing a lot of music with other groups. I've been part of a group called Songweavers. I've been part of a duo called the Aimees. There's been a lot of opportunities for cover songs just because it's fun and you're always hearing about new music, and I've been doing even more of that out
And
west.
you're doing your own shows. You do whatever you want.
Yeah,
If you
exactly.
feel compelled
You're in
to,
charge.
if a song hits you in the middle of the show, I think I'll do that song.
Exactly. So particularly with the starting of this album, there'll be a lot more shows and a lot more. Everybody on! Let's do all of these different songs that I didn't necessarily write.
Now,
I'm totally
on this,
cool with that.
On this recording, this particular live at MTC Studios recording, there were two other friends with you?
Yes,
of you were?
Michael Connolly, who on top of doing the soundboard, would like step away from the soundboard and play with me pretty much on most tunes. And he, besides being a great engineer, played fiddle, he played bass, and he played accordion.
It's probably why he's a great engineer.
Oh my God, he
Yeah.
was incredible. And that's what he loves to do. So he's just kind of made this nest of music around his life, and it was great to work with him
nice.
because he was great on all counts.
We should find out, how can we get your new CD? Because
That is an excellent question.
yeah, and I mean, people are going to want it.
Well, at the very least, it'll be sold at the Co-op. I'm leaving a bunch of them there.
Good.
And then it's going to be available as, I think, possibly even starting today. If you want to get digital versions, it's going to be on iTunes within the next few days. It's
Great.
going to be on CD Baby. Both you can order the hard copy and have it mailed to you, or it's going to be available digitally, individual tracks, or the whole album there as well. So cdbaby.com/Aimee Ringle, and my spelling is...
For those who may not be in the area, who we want to turn you on to their music, or who may be streaming us online, do you have a site? Do you have a website where you can stream any of your
It's
tunes?
under construction.
Okay.
The site is under construction right now. My MySpace page is... My MySpace and Facebook are the places where I'll be announcing gigs, but for now, until I get the website up,
Yep.
which will be the next project when I go back to it.
And we want to make sure people know it's AIMEE.
That's
so
right.
Aimee Ringle, Ringle. Now, you also have the CD available at your house concert. Is that true?
That is correct. In fact, I'm doing a concert this coming Sunday at the Spencer Berg's house out on Manawa Trail Road off Canoe Ridge on Sunday at 7 o'clock.
Now, when someone has a house concert,
Yeah.
a lot of people feel uncomfortable, like, I don't know the Spencer Bergs, or I don't know if I would look weird if I came there. Tell me more.
No, well, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm telling you right now, this is my voice saying, you're welcome to come. Please, I would love to see you there, whoever you are. Don't worry about feeling unwelcome. That's the way house concerts work. They want to have new people coming out. They want to have new artists, and the Spencer Bergs are wonderful hosts. Their new home is beautiful out there.
Yeah,
and-
it's a great chance to see the brand new home, right?
Exactly, totally.
And on top of that, and because Aimee can't say this, but I can, there is an opportunity. I mean, when you purchase a ticket to go to a house concert to support an artist that is doing phenomenal things and has represented our area so well, and has moved on to another place in the nation, but also in life, we get to watch, and be a part of this, and it's our way of contributing to the things that you're bringing to the world.
Thank you so much, and
Yeah.
thank you for that.
I know you can't say that, but we can. How much are tickets if we want to support this process?
Well, here's the deal. Tickets are $15, and with the purchase of a ticket, you get a free $15 CD. So you're getting
Deal.
you're getting a concert and a CD for the price of $15.
Nice.
So tickets are on sale at the Oneota Community Co-op. Just go up to the desk there and ask for tickets. And there's only 60 for sale because that's how many the house can hold without
Okay.
somebody sneezing and the walls exploding from overcapacity.
And
so.
you haven't played a show here for a few years.
Oh, yeah.
right?
It's been a while.
So this will also be an opportunity to see and hear how living in Washington State out there on the what's the name of the peninsula?
So it's the Olympic Peninsula,
Yeah.
and the little tiny one where my town is the Quimper Peninsula, if you want to get really geography nerd
An
about
interesting, a good
We do.
opportunity
We do.
to see how when you move from place to place, how you take a little bit of that place with you, because you've certainly taken some driftless vibes to Washington State,
Yeah.
and now that's kind of mixed in with songs you've written here. How has being out there changed or affected your music?
Well, you can start with the album. All of the songs represented in the Stones are from stones I picked up on the beaches in Washington. So just that very physical fact, the way that these songs have been milling and processing in me has been I'm living and working out there. Besides the fact that it's a whole new ecosystem of community, to play and sing these songs for. There's new singers and players to play them with. There's new places to tour them to. So on top of that, just in the midst of, taking a walk, which was, I would walk my dog every day here, and that's where songs would come. I'm walking my dog every day out there, except it's on a different landscape. So I've missed the landscape here. It's a really, like, the beauty of Iowa is something I'll always appreciate, and I've missed it. But it's a totally different animal out there. So just the imperceptible ways that our environment impacts us, I'd say, would be the place to start and how it's changed.
Well, we're just so pleased that you could come back and share with us. And I want to remind everyone again that this house concert, which you are absolutely invited to.
Oh, please come. Please.
Is on Sunday night, 7 p.m. at the Spencerburg Residence. Tickets are on sale at the Co-op.
For $15, yeah.
$15, which also gets you the brand new CD. Mm-hmm. Check out the new CD on CD Baby and iTunes and at the Co-op. Mm-hmm. And before we let you go, Aimee Ringle, would you do another song for us?
Yes, I will gladly.
Would you do one for me?
Jenny This Grouse song.
Jenny This Grouse.
Yeah, it is 8 o'clock in the morning, folks. 8:30. This song I actually wrote for Decorah after Nordic Fest was over. So.
Oh, if it's after Nordic Fest, I'm afraid. Is it a good one?
No, it's my favorite song that I have because it's like, and again, songs are ways of carrying around the stuff that you love, and so singing this song out west, singing this song here, like.
Do you have to take a minute to explain what's behind it before you perform it out there? To kind of
no, because it's something you can get, but it's like the story of it was that I was after Nordic Fest was over. You're walking down the street and people are like thronging the place. The population quintuples here during Nordic Fest, and then afterwards it's like I was I happened to be coming home late from a friend's house. It was like 4 a.m. in the middle of summer. And I loved, first of all, that I felt safe doing that, riding my bike down Main Street or down Water Street. But just the fact that everything was so calm. It was like an empty stage, and so.
What's this song called?
Sleeping Town.
It's Sleeping Town on Artist Direct here on FM 100.5 with Aimee Ringle.
In the buildings I pass and the streets are quiet and clean. The stoplights are blinking as this town is sinking and falling so deeply asleep. So I sing to this bare stage where we live out the play, as the history of small things we did with the day just settles like dew on the back of this sleeping town. And tucked in the dark of the windows are sleepers, and most of them well on their way. Funny how we breathe and turn over the same, though we think we're so different by day. So I sing to the faces I see when it's light, 'cause this dance that we do all together each night can only be seen dreams of this sleeping town. As darkness gets deeper, I know that the sleepers are busily dreaming away. A night's worth of work that we're eager to do, though it's mostly forgotten by day. So I sing to our dreams made awake and asleep, as the attics and top drawers and hearts where we keep them are cradled and held in the arms of this sleeping town. We are cradled and held in the arms of this sleeping town.
Thank you for listening to Artist Direct, presented by Holstrom Jewelers, Elm Street, Cresco. Catch Artist Direct again next week, right here on FM 100.5 KDEC.